Hi, this is Denver Fernandez here, and today I'll be talking about Yakshis in Malayalam cinema. So it has been long since I spoke about Malayalam cinema, and as you know, Yakshis are part of the folklore of Kerala, just like vampires and werewolves are part of the folklore of Europe. Yakshis have been used so many times in Malayalam cinema, but in this video I'll be talking about two instances where Yakshis were used differently. And here I'll analyze the political implications of the use of Yakshis in Malayalam cinema. So when we talk of Yakshis, actually lot of myth of Yakshis come from Aidhihamala, especially this version of Aidhihamala by Kottarathil Shankunni. If we look at Kerala history, you would find a long history of how Nambudiri women were ill-treated as Andarjanam, etc. So how could these legends about Yakshis fascinate the minds of Nambudiri men? So these stories of Yakshis are actually a symbol of fear in the mind of Nambudiri men, especially their fear of female sexuality or their fear that women may overpower them. So in Aidyahamala we have so many tales of Nambudiris, what happened when they face Yakshis, etc. So in most of these stories, Nambudiris use magic or mandravadam to control these Yakshis. So these Yakshis are actually symbols of women who go uncontrolled. There's a fascinating tale in Aidiyamala which talks about Kadamuttate Kathanar. So there's this famous story of Kadamuttate Kathanar and Neeli, a Yakshi. So Kadamuttate Kathanar uses his magic to capture Neeli. So Neeli in a way symbolizes the repressed sexuality of the Roman Catholic priest. Now we'll go to a video from Sri Krishna Parandu.
എന്റെ കുമാരേട്ടനെ വിട്ടിട്ട് ഞാൻ എങ്ങോട്ട് പോകാന്? സുരകം നടത്താതെ ഞാൻ വിടില്ല.
Before talking about this video, I would like to talk about the Hays Code which existed in Hollywood. Hays Code of censorship. Because of the Hays Code of censorship, many of the Hollywood films could not explore different themes like sexual themes, etc. So during those eras, like in the 1930s and 1940s and even the 1950s, you can find so many vampire movies. So through these vampire movies, Hollywood directors could explore so many sexual themes which they could not explore if they used a normal character to play that role. Indian movies are also notorious for its censorship. So by using Yakshis, Malayalam film directors can explore themes which could otherwise that could not be explored by using normal characters. So in this scene from Sri Krishna Parandu, you find a woman raping a man. So such an instance cannot exist in a normal setting. So a woman actually who's a Yakshi actually uses her magical powers to stun the man and then rapes the man. So such things shows the gynophobia that exists in Malayalam culture and Malayalam society. Society in Kerala is very patriarchal and they are uncomfortable with certain themes. But this movie, Sri Krishna Parandu, is actually a patriarchal film which in a way shows a fear for women. Like the man's fear of women. So Mohanlal is a kind of ideal man who knows all the ways to control women, etc. Who has learned culture, everything. And yeah, the character of the Yakshi is actually a woman whose sexuality is uncontrolled. So Mohanlal, using his knowledge in mantras, culture, customs, etc., uses that knowledge in order to control women. Now we will look at another movie. The movie is Ende Swandam Jani Hutti, which is actually a feminist movie. So let's watch a scene from that movie.
ജാനകിക്കുട്ടി, പേടിക്കണ്ട, ഞാനൊന്നും ചെയ്യില്ല. എന്താ നോക്കണേ? ദംഷ്ട്ര. ഓ, അത് ജാനുട്ടിയും കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടല്ലേ. അത്യാവശ്യം വരുമ്പോ മാത്രമേ ദംഷ്ട്ര എടുക്കൂ. എന്നെപ്പറ്റി ഇന്നെന്തൊക്കെയാ കേട്ടത്? കരിമ്പനയുടെ മീതെ കൊണ്ടുപോയി ചോര കുടിച്ച് എല്ലാം താഴത്തേക്ക് തുപ്പും അല്ലേ? എല്ലാവരും അങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യില്ല.
This scene is able to portray things like female bonding and lesbian relationship which Malayalam audience are uncomfortable with. But using an Yakshi, this film is able to explore so many lesbian themes. So the story of Janakutti's relationship with the Yakshi actually is a great feminist theme which existed even during way back in 1998. This film also passes the Bechdel test. So what's the Bechdel test? So Bechdel test is a test given to the test conducted on fiction, movies, etc. to find out about female participation in these movies or female representation in these movies. So how do you pass a Bechdel test? So there should be at least 2 female characters and they should talk to each other and the conversation should not be about men. So it is surprising that most of the movies don't pass this Bechdel test. But this movie, Ende Sondam Janikutti, easily passes the Bechdel test. This movie, Ende Sondam Janikutti, is able to explore so many women themes, like so many female fantasies, etc. This is able only because of the presence of the Yakshi and the magic of the Yakshi. Otherwise this film would be unable to explore such themes.
During the 1990s, the song and dance sequence was an important part of every Indian film. Song and dance sequences were usually dominated by male friendship or heterosexual love sequences. So in this movie, you have a female bonding song and dance sequence. This is possible only because of the character of the Yakshi. So the film is able to explore so many lesbian feelings or lesbian fantasies of women. The Yakshi, who does not have to obey any of the social norms, is of course the dominant lover in this female bonding. When we talk about this song and dance sequence, I would like to talk about this swing sequence. Usually this swing sequence is reserved for heterosexual love, but here the swing is used to represent the love between 2 women. Another great thing about this lesbian fantasy is that this is happening within the cultural setting of Kerala. So the dances which are part of Kerala's cultural landscape become a part of their lesbian fantasy. Even though the Yakshi is the dominant lover, Jani Kuti is able to express her deepest feelings and emotions towards the Yakshi.
In this analysis, I just went into the surface of the iceberg. So maybe in a future video, if ever I am taking, maybe in a future video, I'll explore these themes more deeply. So thank you.
Like and subscribe to Denver's Point of View YouTube channel.